Welcome to Green Hat Kiteboarding. My name is Mike Bond, and I'm going to show you today two different sets of duotone twin tip bindings. We have the Entity and the Vario. Two excellent offerings from Duotone. Both can be used on any of their lineup and most twin tips, especially ones using the tracks, which are predominantly on the Duotone boards. So those of you who have either smaller feet or are looking for a simpler, more budget-friendly strap, the Vario is a great option. It is a single strap with plenty of adjustability to fit most feet and can be placed on just about any twin tip, especially from the Duotone lineup. They go together very simple, already pre-assembled. All that's left to do is line them up on your board, get the right width based on your height and stance, and bolt them down. I'm going to show you how to do that real quick. So starting here with our Vario straps, these are very simple. All it is, you line the board up. If you are using a Duotone board with the tracks, you get your truck nuts lined up roughly in the center of the center holes, assuming you want a neutral stance. There is the option to cant them a little bit further toe out or toe in, depending on your preference. I myself like to go very neutral because I like to ride a toe side and heel side very frequently. So just holding this down on the board, you're gonna take your strap and make sure it is lined up. Your Duotone logo should be facing outward and Vario should be facing right side up when you're standing on the board. So holding that right over the foot pad and the truck nut, you're gonna get the two lined up. And I'm just gonna get this screw started for now. We're not gonna tighten it down just yet. Just gonna get that snug, make sure it's holding on there. Now this part takes a little bit more patience because it is a new strap and it's gonna wanna hold itself out. Sometimes this helps to have an extra set of hands, but you can do it yourself. Just like on the other side, you're gonna hold it right over your strap. Make sure the truck nut is out far enough so you can line the two up like that. And we're gonna get this one started as well. And the reason why we do not want them in tight just yet is now that it's placed in here, this is something you would probably do in your home. Get them loose and you do it on both sides. And then you try to figure out what stances works best for you, how wide you want to set them. And you're just gonna move that into place. For this one, we're gonna do it right where it's at. And then we can snug them down. And with these, you will, as it gets tighter, you will feel clicking as you go down. That's a system they use both on a specialized screw and on the anchor points on the strap so that they don't come loose on you when you're out riding. And that's it. All right, next we have the Duotone Entity strap. It's a little more involved than the Vario, but it's still very simple to put together. You're starting off with your foot straps. You want to make sure you have this is the right side foot pad and a right side strap. You'll know it's the right side strap because you want this to, again, say Entity on the outside, and you also want the clips to be orienting the straps towards the front. They're gonna drop right in. You have two options here, an inner and an outer, depending on how wide your foot is or how tight you want them to be. Me, sometimes in the winter time when I'm wearing heavy booties, I'll push them out a notch. Today we're gonna go on the outside notch. They just drop right through the slots here, and you can move them back. You do have the option to go forward and back to get your optimum fit, depending on how big your foot is. You want your toes to be able to, the arch of your toes to be laying right here on your pads, so it makes them nice and comfortable. And you're gonna have the strap wherever's most comfortable on your foot. If you want it further back towards your ankle or more down on your toes. And then from here, you're gonna take the blue strap holders. These have to drop in through the bottom, so for this adjustment, you do have to remove the Entity from your board in order to move them forward and back. That's again why I say when you're first putting them on, you want to leave the screws nice and loose just to figure out your fit. Once you get it dialed in, then you can secure them tightly. All right, so that's in there. From there, we're going to feed both straps in their respective holders. Now these are going to go all the way down until the strap's all the way through, maybe about 1/2 centimeter, and it should stay put once you get it to that point. And we're gonna do the same on the front strap. And then from there, once they're in, you just wanna hold it down and pop these in. Very similar to the enclosure on like a snapback cap. And of course these are new, so it takes a little bit of force, but once you get them in, they should look just like that. And this is where the bulk of your adjustments come from. So once you've got it put together to this point and you can attach it to the board, that's when you're gonna slide your foot in and decide just how snug you want those. If you want them equal, or if you want more toe side pressure or heel side pressure, whatever fits your preference. And again, with these, just like the Varios, I'm gonna set them at completely neutral, which on the entities is the Duotone logo. And then from here, you're going to attach these little special blue fasteners. Your bolt goes right through them. And then you're gonna line the tabs up on this with the adjustment spot on your foot pad. And you're just gonna just get it started, again, keeping it loose. And repeat the same process on the other side. So once you have both your foot straps assembled and on the board, then just like with the Varios, you're gonna put it on the floor, fit your feet in there, decide how tight you wanna make them, and whether you wanna give yourself a little more toe out or toe in, based on your own preference, and your width, depending on your height and leg length. And once you have decided you got them in the right spot and they're comfortable, you can go ahead and fasten them down. Also, sizing, because both of these come in multiple sizes. Entities come in a small, medium, or large, depending on your foot size, and the Varios come in a extra small, small, and a medium, extra large. Now, there's a reason for that. These are your more high-performance bindings. You're gonna want it to fit your foot as close as possible. For big airs, throwing tricks, playing into all the different adjustability of them, that sizing is gonna help make sure this foot pad is the right length. It's gonna have your toes up on the bump, the ridge up here, and fit it just like you would want shoes to fit. Your Vario pad, while you can do many tricks with it, is less specific. It's gonna fit a broader range of riders. For instance, the medium dash extra large size can fit most people. Another big difference between the two are the material, primarily here in the inside strap. Both of them are made with EVA foam. This one has a simple nylon elastic cover. It's very comfortable, but these are also typically a strap you're gonna run a little bit looser. This is for when you're just going out for a mellow ride, or as we say, mowing the lawn. You can snug them up for doing airs. You can also leave them a little on the looser side. As most experienced riders know, the straps do not have to be tight for when you're just cruising. And then here on the Entity, they have a terry cloth feel, added padding for when you really want to crank them down tight and really send it. Throwing as big an air as you can, or you're trying to impress your friends with a new trick. These are going to be really comfortable on your feet when you're strapping in tight. Another important thing to notice is the depth of the pads. So your Vario pad is noticeably thinner than the Entity pad, but also when you look at the top, these are mostly flat with a little bit of a raised edge, whereas the Entity essentially is designed to cup your foot. So this is for when you do a hard landing, it can help brace you and keep your foot from sliding out the back, and it gives you more support, but you're not focusing all that energy just on the ball of your foot. So another big difference between the two, and I like to refer to the Varios as a more set it and forget it type of pad. Being simple, they will last, they'll do what you need them to do, but they don't offer nearly as many adjustments. And one other adjustment I wanted to bring up is the interchangeable heel pads on the Entities. This is a long time running option that they've been doing. I have the other side here that I want to show you. They come standard with the medium density heel pad. You can actually pop these right out, swap them out. The new Entities come with a QR code tag. You can scan those and Duotone will send you either the soft or the hard, depending on your preference. Having this option, great for people who like riding powered up and staying planted. They may go for the hard option for a more connected feel, or people doing big airs who might want to stick with the medium or go with the soft to have a little more cushion on your heels for those hard smackdowns, making the Entity not only a more premium option, but it's more adjustable and more tailorable to the people doing advanced tricks or just want a little extra cushion for when they ride. Well, I hope you found this video helpful. Thank you for tuning in. If you have any questions or comments, hit us up and see you next time.